Okay, so I'm Delphine Robertson. I work at JP Morgan. I'm responsible for the distribution part of our structuring effort for equity derivatives, which means that I generally oversee new product development for retail when we are trying to push product or when we need to get them approved internally, and all the product governance that goes with it.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Delphine. What would you say was your highlight for 2018 when it comes to structured products?
So for me, really, it was the successful implementation of PRIPS. I mean, we worked extremely hard to get this implemented. And I think one of the biggest satisfaction was that we just didn't stop the product manufacturing on the 1st of January. So the first 2 weeks were a bit wobbly, but nobody was issuing anything anyway. And then we were up and running. And we were up and running with automated product, but we were also up and running with more complex products where we were running around, preparing kids manually and doing the MiFID checks, etc. But I think we were able to get to business, and I think that's one of our most successful story really from the year. And then in terms of products, so we are a house that caters for private banks primarily. So perhaps we do the normal flow, so we sell auto calls, we sell the usual products, but we also do things that are a bit more structured for discretionary desks, for example. So, and we do products such as put writing strategies or rotating strategies, which have been quite successful for our clients. So that would probably be the type of products that would have been our highlight last year. We also came to the conference last year, and we had one of our products winning an award, and that was a first a partnership between the investment bank of JP Morgan and the asset management side of JP Morgan. We launched a fund together, which was the added value of the JP Morgan side of stock picking and asset picking, and the investment bank was providing the protection. So we had one of the most popular asset management fund delivered with protection. So that was also one of the highlights of our year.
Okay, great. And for this year, what's your outlook and what products do you think will drive activity this year?
So investors are more defensive than they were in the past, so started last year, but probably going to continue this year. So we have to think of more solutions for protection, I think. Yeah. So as I said, trying to find maybe managed strategies that we can protect, or the theme of mutual funds with call options. Okay. And actually participations level are quite good at the moment. So that means you can go in different themes, so mega trends, or you can do themes that are more niche. There's been a product really successful in Asia, which is called the SRP Rotator, and Asian distributors have loved it and have picked it up, and we would like to sort of see if that would work in Europe. And it's one of those underlyings where you have a rotation, which is based on market dynamics, risk factors, for example. It's fairly simple, so it's the getting risk factors from the institutional space into the retail space, but it's also something that would help with the diversification story and bringing income at a time where it's difficult to generate performance with the directional views. ESG will be a big topic. We've heard a lot of inquiries at the moment, and it was quite a big topic at the conference. And obviously we are an institutional space house, so we can also provide ideas on perhaps products which are more for range-bound or sort of uncertain environments, or payoffs such as twin wins or dispersion or relative value, things that would help investors getting a return even if the markets are not very strong in one way.
Okay, great. And finally, what attracted you to attend today's conference, the SRP Europe conference?
So, I always find that it's useful to connect both with clients but also with peers. So we as issuers have done a big effort last year to try and get together and agree on consensus around KID or on MiFID, and we've done actually quite a lot of work together. And I enjoy the networking with them, but also to exchange on other things that we can do to help with the industry. I value meeting with the regulators, and I'm interested to hear what they have to say tomorrow. Yeah. So it's also a session that I enjoy. And then, of course, the session with distributors when we hear what they have to say. Okay. And finally, there was a breakfast this morning, which was a woman empowering breakfast. Sadly, I missed it because my kids were sick. But if I could have attended it, I think I would have really enjoyed it. So I appreciate the effort in trying to promote women in the industry as well.